This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, Kaushal, any questions you want to ask? Any doubts you have?
No, not currently.
Okay. Actually, I miss a morning. Actually, I took in a backup for Shivank. So I'll do one thing. I'll take again. No worries. Just ping me your in WhatsApp my WhatsApp number. Okay. So that will.
I'm missing a WhatsApp number. So yesterday you provided me a number. I think I'm missing one digit inside. So it was a
Okay.
9281
No, 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 no. +91. I just given +91 as the area code. Okay.
Okay.
Then number is 6281.
6281. Okay.
Yes. 62.
Yeah. So I was missing six at the front. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Got it. So
6281.
I tried you yesterday and it was giving me constant error. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. That entire number is 6281705738, and +1 is the area code. +91 is the area code. Okay.
Yeah, so I did tried what you asked me yesterday, but I need to, learn something. What I have learned is different than what you are teaching.
Okay.
So the
Is it better?
model, yeah, no,
Okay.
Richard, I'm not comparing
Okay.
different concepts.
Okay.
The
Okay.
concept is based on a model of reliance, and I like that model pattern because that's a kind of a real life scenario what we are going to
Yes.
face with the
Yes.
project.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
I will talk to you when we have one-on-one session of what I need to know, basically. So
Exactly.
that way,
Exactly.
point to
Yeah.
point.
Fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. So let me log into our arc. Yeah. Reliance Digital. So yesterday till we have discussed about creating a different page layouts, right? And then buttons also we have created. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Link and button we have created yesterday, right? Link and button, and yes, link and button we created, and we have created a page layouts, right? Two page layouts, right? Edit object. Coming to page layouts. Okay, good, good. So now today let us discuss about record types. Okay. So what is a record type? Okay. So before coming to here, so the client has given me, client is asking requirement that we can fulfill through record type actually. So the client requirement was okay. So previously, okay, before Salesforce, how he used to save the data means, so maybe they have some other system, or they used to save the data like maybe here I'll say. So he is a client. Now he is a client, like from client side, he is an HR team, from HR team. So he is asking, okay, so I used to save my employee data like in Excel file, keeping saying that in one sheet I'll save sales people like a sales department. Okay, okay, sales department. I'll say sales department. like if anybody is coming and joining in a sales team, sales, like if we have sales designation like sales manager, salesman, sales representative, sales TL. Okay, so I'll put him in a sheet where all the sales related employees data I'll save, like, okay, sales department. Okay, and I will do one more. I have one more section here. I'll save the people who are not into sales, who are into HR department, or so HR and accountant and operations, all this together I will call them as a non-sales. Okay, non-sales, I used to save them as a non-sales team. Okay, non-sales department. This is from client side. Client, we are not talking any technical now. So this is the client requirement. Client is showing me like this. Okay, so he's telling, okay, one, I used to save like data like this, like I used to have serial number. Okay, then I used to have employee name, employee name. Okay, then okay, then his designation in the same way. I used to save his data like a designation, salary. Okay, okay. And another column is date of joining. Okay, okay, that's it. Okay, maybe I just have taken a sample data. Okay, okay. So same way here also I used to maintain same data. Okay, and not copied anything. Copy. Okay, paste. Okay. Now he used to save data like one record, like one employee name, like Meena. Okay. So designation, since it is like sales manager. Okay, and the salary was around 1 lakh per annum. 1 lakh per annum. Okay, that was joining maybe 2nd of February 2020. Okay, and another record, like Shubham, is a sales representative. Sales representative is a designation. Okay, and he is getting salary around 30,000. Okay, so he also joined on 23rd of this month, second, 2020. Okay, so this is into non-sales. Then I need to copy this data because I'm into non-sales. Okay, put all the data into sales. Okay, now in non-sales, I'm having a employee called Shivank. Shivank. His designation is HR. Okay, his salary is around 50,000. Okay, he's joined on 21st of 2nd, 2022. Okay, so another is Kaushal. USSL Kaushal. Okay, accounts, maybe operations head. Operations. So salary is on that. Okay. And designation is so when date, so same date when Shivank joined, same date. Maybe then 20. Okay. So this how, so he is showing me his data saying that I used to create a records of employee who is joining in my organization. Okay, as an HR, I used to save the data as like this. Okay, so I used to separate the data by department wise. Okay, while creating before open this Excel, once I open this Excel file, Okay, before saving the details, I used to check whether his sales related department he is joining, or non-sales means other departments apart from sales. Okay, so I'll select in which department he is joining. So accordingly, I'll save his data and I will save. Okay, this how I'm saving data like that. HR telling. Okay, so now HR wants. Okay, now I told to HR, why you just start using this one. Okay, then he said, okay, when I click new, okay, when I click new, I'm getting a default page. Okay, so where here you are showing designation wise yes departments. That's good, but before coming to here, I want to select a record types. Okay, saying that, do you want to create record for sales department? Do you want to create record for non-sales department? So I want to have that record type. Can you do it? Okay, so he doesn't say record type. He said I want to have option to select in which department he is joining. Okay, so this is a requirement from client. Okay, so now this type of data you want to save in the Salesforce in employee object. Okay, so before saving the data, okay, before saving the data, so he wants to have, before creating a record, he wants to have an option to select which department he is joining. Okay, so the requirement is clear.
Yes, Shivani.
Yeah, okay. Now how we can achieve, okay, how we can achieve this requirement? See, there is a something concept called record types available in Salesforce. Okay, so this we can achieve that requirement. So let's go and create a record type. See, record types are specific to particular object. Okay, these are specific to objects. Okay, not unique. Okay, these are specific to objects. You can create any record type in any of the objects. Now I'm creating a record type in employee object. Why? Because my requirement is in employee object itself. Okay, so just go and click new. Okay, so here we have two options. Okay, you cannot create from scratch actually. Okay, you cannot create from scratch, so you have to select record type as a master. Okay, by default we have to select the record type as a master. If previously any record type is already created, the system will allow you to select another record type, that whatever record type you have already created. So I have not selected. By default I have to select master. Okay, so what is the name I want to give? I want to give sales department. Okay, okay, he's joining in sales team, sales department. Okay, just click tab, so automatic whatever the name you have given, if space is there, it occupied with the underscore. This is a development name and this is a record type name. And description, if you want to write description on which basis you are creating this record type, you can give, but I will not give here any description. Now I want to make this active. If you keep active only, then only we can access this one, but should make active. Okay, next down, to whom you want to give access. Profile means to whom you want to give access. Okay, so I want to give access to, see, I have a here, what is my username? My username is Meenal. Yes, Meenal@gvt.com. Just go to setup here. Let me check what is the profile I have been assigned. Okay, which type of profile have been assigned to my user. Okay, so for that I just came to another setup. In the setup, let me go to users. Okay, users. Okay, so here the user is Meenal, right? Meenal, what is the profile has been assigned to Meenal? System administrator, right? By default, whenever we create a developer edition, system will allocate to that user ID system administrator profile. So now I have an access of system administrator profile. So let me go and go to my record types. Okay, so here record type, to which profile you want to give access this particular record type. I want to give myself at least to test, right? So system administrator, give access. Okay, click next. Now, okay, you're selecting record type. That's good. Now for this record type, which layout you want to assign? So that's the reason I created yesterday these layouts. Okay, so since it is a sales department, I want to take sales team layout. Okay, so that whenever he is going to be create, like HR is going to be create a record type. So if you select record type as a sales, okay, record as a sales department, so automatically sales team layout has to be assigned to this. Okay, then okay, by default the layout got assigned to all of the profiles. then click save. Okay, so now the record type got created. Okay, so there is something called pick list available for edit. I will come back to this one again. Let's create one more record type. Okay, so I want to create one more record type. Let's click new. Okay, the record type I will say. See here, now you can make a copy of sales department, or else you can make a copy of master. So I'll go with the master itself. I'll change this record type as a non-sales department. Okay, and just tap, it will come automatically. And I want to make active. And I want to give access to people only system administrator. Okay, system administrator. Okay, then click next. Okay, so in non-sales department, which layout you want to assign? I want to assign non-sales team layout. Okay, since it is a non-sales department, I want to select the page layout called non-sales. Okay, then click save. Okay, so here also it is trying to ask. Okay, so pick list for available for edit. Okay, we'll check now. Now record type got created. Two record types got created called sales and non-sales. Okay, now my job is done. So now I'm asking to now. So end user means HR is going to be test now. So he is testing. Let's see how it looks like. Whether he will, what is the requirement he is looking, whether he got fulfilled or not. So click new. Oh, it's not coming. Okay, just refresh. It take time to update. Let's refresh. Make it new. See, before creating a record itself, so I'm going to differentiate record type, right? So which record type, in which department you want to create a record. Okay, so I want to create a record in sales. Let's say sales. Click next. Okay, so let's say give first name and last name, then qualification. Okay, since it is a sales department, okay, I don't want to see computer engineer here, right? Computer engineer like MCA and BTech people. I don't want to see these two category of qualification here because these are into sales. Means I don't want to see computer engineer people here. And same way, designation also, since it is a sales department, okay, why you are looking, why it's account, cashier, HR, and all these are not required. Only sales related designation only needed. Then only whatever we created, it's meaningful, right? Correct. The same way, if I create a sales department, click next. So here also, I don't want to see. Again, I selected sales. So next, we are non-sales. So qualification, I don't want to see in non-sales. I don't want to see MBA person. Okay, and designation also I don't want to see sales related. Okay, so how to achieve that one? How to achieve? Just go back to here. Go back here. So that's what the client says is check everything is good. But I so can you do this thing like in the pick list? I don't want to see designation irrelevant to sales. Same way non-sales. Okay. So again I came back. Okay. So let me close this one. Okay. So record types. Click non-sales department record types. Okay. So what I want to do? I want to edit the pick list, right? So in pick list, I want to edit the values. Okay. So edit the designation value. Okay. In non-sales. Okay. So since it is a non-sales, I don't want to see sales related designation. Select, remove. Select, remove. You want to select bulk, just select control from your keypad, select one by one, sales, okay, remove, okay, then click save, okay, then qualification, edit. Say in the qualification, I don't want to see, since it is a non-sales, so I don't want to see MBA people here, okay, remove, save. Okay, you can come back to sales department layout. Look at it, sales department. Okay, edit. Since it is sales, I don't want to see BTech computer people. Then see here, BTech person. Next, designations. So since it is a sales, I don't want to see accountant, cashier, HR, marketing. I want to see only sales. This remove. Okay. Then click save. Okay. Now let's go and check here. Just refresh. Let's refresh. Okay. Click new. Non-sales. Okay. Check in qualification. Yes. Non-sales means no MBA partner. And designations are, yes, I am not able to see sales designations here, right? Same way. Let me check in sales. Yeah, MBA degree. On designation also only sales people, right? Clear? Any
Yes.
questions here?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So now let us create few records. Non-sales. And the qualification is MP, and the date of joining is today. Okay. And the designation. Okay, marketing manager. Yes. Phone number. Email. So it's a good practice, okay, to give exact like to fill all the fields, because let's say you are giving a demo to this, you are developing a system and you are giving a demo to any user. Whenever he try to see the record, if you see empty spaces, for him also it's not good actually. Okay, look wise is not good. So that's the reason. If it is hard sometimes to enter all the data, because we are not used to be enter the data as a technical people. So let's select. Okay. Lago, okay. 992. And then we won't do this. We'll connect. We'll have integration between attendance system to this one. Okay. Save on new. And to create one more record. Okay, someone taken. 30,000. Data joining. Designation. HR. Marketing. Sales. date of birth, okay. Okay. Now let's get to three records. So I just want to show you something here. Just click records. 15. Okay. Yes. Shivank. Last name P. Something I given. My salary was 70,000. BTech and designation was that of joining. Okay, he has joined in. Okay. And designation. Marketing executive. 7 million. Phone number. Okay. Email. Text at the rate. Login.com. Date of birth. Something. Okay. What happened? It's not in the email format. Mama, not dot. Okay. Now the record got created. Now let's go and see the records, how it looks like. Okay. So it's showing with the employee ID. Okay. It's not showing everything, right? So for that, what we have to do, we have to create a list view. View, new. So what is the name of the listing views? Employee non-sales. Employee details. Okay. Whatever the list view we are creating, do you want to show only for you or all users can show this list view? Okay. I will show for only me. Save. Okay. Now here I can set the field the fields which you want to see. Just go to select fields to be displayed. So here employee ID is there. Next employee name I want to see, right? Employee name means first name and last name. First name. Next last name I want to see. Next his designation. Yes, designation. Next, what is his salary? What is his salary? And next, what is his date of joining? Okay. Yeah, that's it. So yes, save. See, now you will be able to see his data, right? It's good, looking very good, right? So that's why I told fill all the data. So whenever you are trying to give a presentation, you are develop something or you want to give presentation to your client. So if the client sees this kind of data, so he will visualize his things. Okay, so the project will, so you will get a good appreciations. Okay, so here this is how we can whichever fields we want we can see as end user. This sometimes end user will ask to do ask us to set like this. Okay, so sometimes we may it's irrelevant to us, but we need to be know all these things. Okay, so now I want to see I want to set a filter. Okay, I want to set a filter like add filter. I want to add a filter on salary. Okay, I want to see whose salary is less than 1 lakh. Okay, people whose salary is less than 1 lakh. Salary what is the operation I want to keep? Whose less than is less than salary value is 1 lakh. Okay, whose value is 1 lakh, done. Then save. Now see, you will see, yes, less than 70,000 is only one person is there. I think so. We have, let's remove this one. Okay, save. So now it will show all the records. It has to become, oh, it is 8 lakhs. Huh? Sorry. I thought 80,000. So that's the reason I was checking why it is not showing. Okay. Now we can apply the filter. Apply the filter logic. So add filter, saying that on particular thing called salary, right? Yes. Just come down. Yes. Yeah. Salary is less than or less or equal to 1 lakh. No, maybe 90,000. Okay, two things there. Okay. Now if I want to change less than or equal to, I will say 1 lakh. Okay. So it will show 1 lakh less than or equal to 10,000. Okay. Okay. So like this you can see, and you can add filters on. Let's say you want to see only HR people. Okay. Designation. Okay. The field called designation I want to take. Okay. I want to see this designation. Sorry, designation. I want to see one designation, right? Yeah, designation. Okay. Equal to what designation I want to see? Okay, HR. Okay. So I want to select a record whose designation is HR and salary is equal to 1 lakh. Okay. Let's see. And say okay. So we got only one record because we have only one record. We have not created more records. So if we have more records, we can create more. We can see more data here, more data, right? So like this, we can create a filters. And let me remove this filter. And let me remove. I want to create one more filter saying that whose okay. Whose experience is less than 10 years. Okay. And save. Because I am not added, sorry. Field. I am not taken field here, right? First of all, in the view, let me add the field to be displayed. The value called what I want to see. Value called yeah. I want to see the value called designation, right? Sorry, what I was trying to see. Experience. Yes. So I want to select fields to be displayed. Experience. Experience. Okay. Then add it. Okay. And save. Okay, so whose experience less than 10, only one record. Whose experience is equal to 10, two records. Okay, so this how sometimes we may be go and help the end user. Okay, so this how we will expert set up. Okay, so yeah, is it clear till now whatever we discussed?
Yes.
Okay, so till now what we have discussed, let me give a recap. So we have been discussed the initially the introduction, then we have been discussed about the project, then we have created the app for this company lens. Okay, with the company name I have just created the app, then I just created a data model. We discussed about the data model. So what is data model, why we need why we need objects. Okay, so then we came up with 4 objects, custom objects, and we created these custom objects. And then in each object we created, let's say in only employee, I created the fields, right? Then I created the fields, all user operated fields. Then we have seen how to check the page layouts, like how to set the page layout thing, like how to creation of sections, everything. Then we have created a page layouts, right? Then what we discussed, then we have created buttons and actions. Then today we have created record types. Okay, so is it clear till now what we discussed?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything I missed out in the list, whatever I discussed? All right. Okay. So, so there is something topic called object limits. Okay. Object limit means for every object we have limits. Okay. So object limit, what it is mean by exactly means how many things like what are the object related things, how many you can create. Okay. What is the limit? This limit is given by Salesforce. This is a standard limit. Okay. Given by Salesforce. So let's say fields and relationships. So how many fields and relationships we have created? These many. So we can check from is object limited specific to each object. It's not it's not for overall all the objects. It's specific to this particular object. Okay. So here, so you can create. See, what is the limit means? Usage 0 limit and how much percentage and what is the message. If the limit got exists, then what is the message it shows. So lookup filters we'll also discuss, we'll go into discuss this one, but lookup filter you can create more. Okay, the limit is 5, you cannot create more than that. And validation rules, you cannot create more than 100 validation rules, you can create 100 validations only. Next, workflow rules, you can create more 50, not more than that. Okay, next, approval process 500, you cannot create more than a 500 approval process. Next, custom fields. See, in our object, what we created, 14 custom fields already we created. Out of 500, the limit is 500. Out of 500, we created already 14. The 14 is this, go to fields and relationships. So whatever we have created here, like date of birth, date of joining, designation, email, employee ID, experience, last name. Okay, all this comes under custom fields. Okay, into page layouts, object limits. Okay. So custom fields we have created 14 and 500 out of out of 500 you have created 14. So percentage got used is 3. Okay. And the relationships we have not created anything. The limit is 40. You can create 40 limits. Next, sharing rules, both owner and criteria base are criteria base. Criteria base is 50. Owner and criteria base are 300. We'll see this one also in future. Next, workflow rules. So what are the workflow rules you have been how many you can create means 500 we can create. Okay, we look up function 10. Okay, so that's how Salesforce has given object limits. Okay, the question is, biggest question is now, if the let's say, how about this limit got exceeded? It happens, right? Sometimes limit exceeded, right? Maybe the fields, whatever the fields we create, maybe we create more than 500 sometimes, maybe we need. So that time what we do, yes, Salesforce allow us to create, but maybe we need to take approval from Salesforce, and maybe these people customer has to pay for them, because say pay and use service, right? Whatever you want, if you want more service, you just pay and use. Okay, so this is how Salesforce limits the customer in terms of object, how many he can create, how many till now how many got created like this. So let's see in other objects. Just go to object manager. Let's see another object how this builds. In builds, since we have not created anything, it will show all the object limits are 0, 0, not when used anything. Okay, everywhere same limits are there, right? Now let me go to another option. So bill and product, we have created product. See here, product means we will have two. One is we have one standard product actually as an object. So don't confuse. The product is with the option you will have delete, but standard you won't have. Okay, just go to product object. Okay, now fields and relationships. Sorry, object limits, right? Object limits. So nothing. Here also limits are same for everyone, right? For each object limits are same. Next another object what we created, store, right? Store. Store means object limits. Here also we are not created anything. So everything is 0. So we can use. Okay. So everywhere you see, everywhere the object limits are same. No changes, right? There also lookup filter is there. Here also lookup filter is there. There also validation rule is there. Here also validation rule, workflows, approval process, custom fields. All those things are same everywhere, right? Okay. So it's clear how we can check the object
Yes,
limits.
yes.
Okay, and something, and whenever you got an opportunity to work in any project, first day what you have to do, just go to your setup. Okay, just go to setup. Okay, just type in the quick find box company information. Let's say you got an opportunity to work in a running project, means that is not in implementation, that's maybe in support. Okay, maybe implementation started few days back, you appointed as a new admin there. Okay, the first thing you have to do, just go to setup. Okay, in the quick find box enter company information, just go to company information. Here what you can check is, okay, you can check the license, like how big your company, like how big the client is. Okay, so we can say, uh, so you can define any project, whether it is small project or big project, depends upon the user logins, right? Like let's say your any company, how I can say it's a very big company. If let's say 1,000 employees are working, 1 lakh employee, 1 million, 2 million employees are working, we can say multinational company, which is very big company, right? The same way, if any client, let's say this Reliance is still using Salesforce. Okay, they are having employees who are working for this Salesforce, only two, means very small project, right? So here we just see, you have to see the license type is a Salesforce. Okay, if the license type is Salesforce, means they are only end users who are who work for, like who got an access to only Salesforce. Clear? So here means if anybody asks how many licenses you are handling, means they're asking end user end user how many end users logins do you have in your company. Okay, here I have in my company end user logins too, but in real time you will have number here, real number you will have how many end users are working. Okay, so remember, end user, we are creating any user ID means, okay, anybody is working in user ID in Salesforce as end user, means he will have the license type called Salesforce. The license type called Salesforce. Since it is a training edition, okay, Salesforce has given two user IDs for us, two licenses. Out of them, one we already used while creating a developer edition. Whatever the new name I have given, that name already got used here. Okay, and one remained. So how you can say that one already got created and assigned a license type called Salesforce? Just go here and into setup. Setup. Let me. Just go to users. See in detail in user next time. Okay, we'll discuss this topic separately. I'm just showing as of just now to check the license type of that user has been have Salesforce or not. Okay, okay, just open this user, select. Okay, see what is the user license type Salesforce. This we have not selected, right? While creating user ID itself, system has been created. This one means anybody has license type called Salesforce means they are paying, like this is the license type of end user. Salesforce license type means he is the end user of Salesforce. Okay, clear? So that's why it is showing here for us. You have used one and one is remaining. Okay, clear? Here how to check like how much how many users are end users are working in your system is just go and check the logins, like just check the number of licenses they have brought. Okay, so they'll brought only license type called Salesforce. That is the only one license type which will help the user to work in Salesforce. Okay. I'm done for today. I'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll start with another topic. Any questions here?
No question. So tomorrow, are we scheduling a session at 5?
Can you ping me? I'll talk to you. Early morning means I'll take maybe some other time for you.
Sure, sure. I
Just
mean,
ping
I
me.
don't mind. Yeah, I will
Yeah,
ping you on WhatsApp and I'll let you know.
yeah, we'll talk and then we'll decide. Okay.
Sure.
And one more thing, generally, yeah, weekend means Saturday, Sunday I won't take. Monday to Friday only sessions. So for you,
Yeah, yeah.
tomorrow is Saturday or Friday?
No, for us, for me, it's Friday tomorrow. We are
Okay.
like 12 and a half
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, fine,
Yeah.
fine. I'll take session tomorrow. No worries. Okay. Same time. Regular session is same time. Whatever we connected now. And the backup, I'll talk to you personally. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Any
one question here is
Yeah.
you can. I was just. It's a hypothetical question. It's nothing
No issues.
related.
No
So
issues.
the thing is that you had one person giving two profiles, like having two profiles for one person, like giving a profile of HR, like a sales profile as well as non-sales profile. So is it possible that we can
No,
give
no, 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 no. I'll tell you that one in security. That is good question. It's a valid that I will discuss in security, but practically, technically, it's not possible.
Okay.
You can give only one profile. If you want to give both, check whether which one is the superior, which one will have more power, then give that one. Okay.
So the admin person cannot have two, like a manager cannot have access to both. They can have access, right, to both
Can
the
you repeat
profiles.
one second? Can you repeat?
So if let's suppose that a manager is there and manager could have access to both of them, like sales and non-sales profile, or even manager do not get those kind of options.
You're talking about HR manager who wants to create a record, so he wants to have these two, right? You're talking about, right? Yeah. See, this we can set through particular user profile level. We can set a record level. Yes, yes, we can differentiate. Your question is valid. We can do that. We can do that. We can give manager to yes, we can give manager to another user. We can give. We don't want to show him that there is option is available. But by default, whenever he create a record. So previously, if you remember, previously when we click new, okay, the direct employee layout is to open, right? Employee layout is to open. Okay. So we enable for him whichever layout we want to assign him, that layout will enable for him. That we can achieve.
Okay, we can do that. Okay,
We can do
thank
that.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Meenal, any questions? Shivang, any questions?
No, I think I'm good. I just, sorry. I just needed the recording to practice because I still
Yeah.
didn't receive the recording for the last 2
I'll,
days.
I'll inform them because they are only one person who can do this. I don't have any access for that. you just talk to them regarding this. But
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
also have a
I will
word with
drop
them.
them an email today then.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Shivan. Yeah, thank
Yeah, I
you.
was just going to
Shivan.
ask about recording this recording.
Yeah, I'll share with you. I'll share with you
Okay.
because I'll take from them and I'll share with you. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Same.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Good night.
Tomorrow same time we'll connect. Same time. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
Thank you.